Hello everyone, welcome to anujjandal.in. I am Parnika, your mentor for finance section of the syllabus for the RBI Grade B and SEBI examination. I know you all were very excited for our finance classes and it will be beginning very soon. So today I am here to discuss the index of the RBI Grade B and the SEBI examination. So, as you all know, I am saying that I am your mentor for RBI Grade B and SEBI examination. So, you must be thinking, ma'am, for which exam you will be teaching in particular? So, let me tell you, I will be teaching you in a very exhaustive manner so that you can clear both the examination. So that you should not be only limited, restricted to only one examination. So ज़्यादा पढ़ लोगे कोई कमी नहीं रहेगी, कम पढ़ोगे तो हो सकता है because peripheral areas से भी क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं. Like if we talk about the syllabus of RBI and the SEBI syllabus is less if we compare it with the RBI. So if you are preparing for SEBI only, and you will be doing the lectures of only those chapters which are covered in SEBI exam only in the finance section, so you might miss certain areas. So my advice to you is this only, that go with me with the flow. I will be covering each and every chapter which is mentioned in your syllabus. We have classified your syllabus into various parts, like the way in which organization RBI and SEBI have given the syllabus is in very haphazard manner. So it is not very cool and convenient for the teacher and the student to go through with every topic which is mentioned in a haphazard manner. So what I have done, see, this is the syllabus which is given by your RBI and this is the syllabus which is given by the SEBI. So what I have done is I have classified the syllabus into these chapters, so that you can see this is the syllabus for your RBI Grade B examination. So that you can see that here they are talking about the regulatory bodies of India. You know what are the regulatory bodies of India? Like RBI, SEBI, NABARD. So these are all the regulatory bodies. So what I have done, I will be covering all these regulatory bodies under the head of regulatory bodies of India. Similarly, I will be covering banking system in India under the head Indian banking system. And all the recent developments which is going on in your finance sector will be covered in the RBI 24/7, the current affairs session which is taken by Gulabsa ma'am on a daily basis. Similarly, you can see like this is the financial markets. So different kinds of financial markets you will be doing under the head financial markets. So you can see how I have simplified your syllabus into easy topics, and I will be covering your topics in all length and breadth. So you can see these are your chapters, and these are total 14 chapters which I will be covering in your syllabus of the finance for both RBI and SEBI. So you can see like here is the union budget. So union budget, if the union budget comes before your examination, Manish sir will be taking your session on the union budget. A whole session will be there on union budget. And you can see here, it is the given inflation, WPI, CPI, all you will be doing under the heading of the inflation. So you can see how easily I have simplified the things for you, and we will be going by this only. We will be following the sequence while doing the chapters in your finance classes. So the things will be super easy for you, so that we will not be following things in an unorganized way, in an unorganized structure. Similarly, you can see this is the syllabus for SEBI. So you can see the same syllabus is there. There are regulatory bodies, there you will be doing financial market. All this is there in your RBI as well. If we have classified the things according to RBI, because RBI syllabus is much more exhaustive if we compare it with SEBI. So my advice to you is this only, that if you are only preparing for SEBI, so you can do these lectures, you have to do it definitely, but you should cover the lectures which is I will be doing for RBI as well, so that your finance study will become exhaustive. After doing all the classes, you will be at a position that you will be able to understand the financial situation of your country. You will be able to understand like how RBI is controlling the inflation. What are the measures adopted by RBI for controlling the inflation? So the things will be super easy after all these lectures. Like if I talk about SEBI in particular, so there you are asked question from others head, and in this topic you are asked questions on various financial situation of our country. If you have done all the topics which I will be teaching you in these financial lecture series, so you will be in a position to answer even the questions which are not covered in your syllabus. So ऐसा हो सकता है एग्जाम में कि कुछ क्वेश्चन ऐसे आए जो आपको ना आते हो, तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस को देखकर आपको डरना नहीं है, ठीक है? If you have attended all the lectures, then you will be in a place that you can answer the questions based on the logic which you will be gaining through your classes. And ऐसा भी होता है एग्जाम में कि we have covered the syllabus and we will be covering in an exhaustive manner. So let's suppose if a question comes in your examination which is not covered in your syllabus, okay, so out of syllabus do comes in RBI. आपको पता होगा if you have done past year analysis कि RBI पूछता है questions which are not there in your syllabus. So ऐसे situation में आपको अपना cool need खोलना होता है, अपना subconscious mind use करना होता है. आपको वो questions क्यों आते हैं एग्जाम में? So that you can use your subconscious mind. The examiner wants to check whether you will use your cool or not in such a situation. तो आपका mental balance check करने के लिए ऐसे questions पूछे जाते हैं. तो like if I talk about the finance in particular, like the students who have done their BCom honors, MCom, and at the same time done the MBA, their knowledge of finance must be much wider as compared to the syllabus which we are given. So this is the area which those BCom honors, MBA students, finance students have covered, and your syllabus is this much only. So how will we do this thing? So that we will be doing this thing in particular by covering all these chapters which is mentioned here. Okay, these are all the chapters which are mentioned here. These chapters will give us a basic understanding so that in the examination, even if a question is asked from this area as well, so you have an understanding. You must be reading the current affair as well. So you will figure out, yes, this can be the answer. और ऐसे क्वेश्चन जब आते हैं ना out of syllabus, the options are usually framed in a manner to help you. We will be discussing the tricks to solve the questions which are out of your syllabus in the classes as well. Like I know various tricks like which you can approach the questions which are not familiar to you in your classes as well. So these chapters, by doing these chapters, you will be in a position to gain an understanding and approach the question which is not from your syllabus as well. So our understanding process will be a lot of fun, and we will be doing everything under the head of syllabus of finance in the SEBI and the RBI grade B. So this was all about your syllabus, and GST is in particular is there in SEBI. So we will be doing everything in your detail. Nothing will be left. Even if you are preparing for SEBI or RBI, nothing will be there which will be left from our ambit of covering your syllabus. I assure you this. And after the completion of your finance lecture series, you will be in a position of you will realize this thing like, yes, I am a much more aware financial citizen of India. Like I understand the finance which is going on in our country. I am a better person. I am at a better place. I understand the economy of our country. I understand the way things are going in our country. So you will be in such a situation after our lectures. So this was all about your syllabus, and we will be doing this thing with ease. And let me tell you one thing before winding up this index session, I want you to be very interactive in my classes. I don't want a complete silence in my classes, as I believe that teaching is a two-way process in which both the teacher and student are learning from each other. It should not be one way. I will be asking you a number of questions during my classes, like during my classes, at the end of my classes, even in my next class. I will be asking questions from your previous class, which I will be taking. So this will be the flow of the classes, and I want you to ask doubts in between. I want you all to be very attentive in my classes and participate in my classes. You should not feel afraid of not answering anything. You should feel at ease of answering anything. Even if you're answering wrong, that is okay. That is completely okay. You should not think what the other person is thinking about me if I will answer wrong. Because I have a habit of asking questions. Because I think that if I will be asking questions in between my classes, it will help you in memorizing those things and keep those things in your mind. So please don't feel afraid while I will be teaching you finance during your classes, when I will be asking your questions. So please be at calm and answer the question. Even if you answer wrong, it is completely okay. वो कहते हैं ना, मंजिल मिलेगी भटक के ही सही, गुमराह तो वो है जो घर से निकले ही नहीं. तो आपको पार्टिसिपेट करना है. आप जितना पार्टिसिपेट करोगे, if you will make mistake, so okay, you will learn from this mistake. Everyone make mistake. No one is perfect. So you have to answer. अगर आप गलत आंसर कर रहे हैं, no worries. You have to answer. By mistakes you will learn, and your learning process will get enhanced also by participating in the finance classes, which I will be taking, and soon I will be start your finance classes. So this was all for the finance lectures, and see you all in the finance classes. Bye bye till then.